Now, after his viral Shabba rant in social media, Mr. Vegas is not only calling for self-respect, he is also dispensing soul therapy. Mr. Vegas is on stage right now to talk about that and so much more. Sir Veggie.
Respect again.
Your Shabba social media rant, sir. I'm not going to have you do it over here. What I'd like to know about it is how it impacted your performance in London and his.
Well, first and foremost, Winford, thanks for having me on the show again, but you have to understand that you've seen me on the road before. Mr. Vegas is a professional when it comes on to music, music. So, of course, when I go out there to perform for the people, I want to have the best situation to be able to deliver. Because these people, they pay the money to come and see you, so of course you want to give them a great show. So if you're on the promoter, come to some form of agreement that the one band will be backing all 4 artists. And 2 weeks before the show, you're going to hear that the main artist is saying, you can't work on the band. Then what that leaves you to do. So that was the whole thing, you know, and getting to England and have to be rehearsing with a new band, going to rehearsal the day before your performance, you know, it's like, you take a toll on what you're doing, you know. But God is good, and we went out there, and I tell us that the people them just, you know, accepted the performance and they were into it, and that was a good vibe, because when man are planning on God a wipe out, you have to understand that. As you said, we don't even want to get into that. We just want people to know that. And the reason for the rant is to let people know that it's not just one man build dancehall. Internationally, Shabba is not the first man who started the whole awareness of dancehall. Lieutenant Stitchie was signed. Lieutenant Stitchie, you know, the Billboard song before Shabba Ranking got signed. Shabba did a lot for dancehall. But we have to also remember that there was a point in our music where we could not get any music played on mainstream radio. And what caused that? Because of a Shabba Ranking interview. So you have to respect the youth, them like the Vegas, them the Beanie Man, them the Sean Paul, them these artists that basically work hard and go back out there and put it back in the marketplace, like start getting Billboard songs again and all of these things, because there was a big void after the Shabba Ranking interview. We have to just respect each other in this music business. We're not supposed to deal with each other like we are not from Jamaica, you know. So it's just a person that Mr. Vegas looked up to, growing up in this music business, because Shabba Ranks is one of our greatest DJ.
So are you able to move on?
Yeah, man. When we put that out there, you know, I go sleep on my bed and wake up back good, you know. I can't carry grudge, you know, because I deal with Christ. I'm a follower of Christ.
So let's go back to the show, because this thing overshadowed the entire show. And you said you did well, right? You're satisfied with how you did on the show?
Yes, but of course, you know, artists are always going to look and say, what if I had the rough cut band?
Okay. And
you know,
how did it impact Shabba Ranks' performance?
Well, I don't know, you know, I don't know. I just know that Maxi Priest came on before him. Barrington performed, you know, before Maxi Priest, and, you know, Barrington Levy is just, it cannot be matched, you know?
So in spite of all the negativity, and the tension, and the conflicts, the show was overall a success, would you say?
Of course, you know, and we give thanks to that. We had like 6,000 people or maybe Shabba Ranking had like 6,000 people in the arena, because people seem to think that it was just Shabba Ranking why the people came out. So it was well attended. But at the same time, Popcorn, who is a young artist to Shabba Ranking or to Mr. Vegas, he had 5,000 people in the same, you know, London. You know, so we have to respect the youth that we come up in the thing too. When I talk to the youth, I say, listen to me. Some of the things that you guys portraying is going to affect you. All
right, so you're dispensing soul therapy, and you applied it to yourself.
Of course, most definitely. And this album basically, you know, when you have a project and you want to go out there and spread it, and somebody trying to stop you from spreading it, you're gonna get cross. You understand? So soul therapy, I want to go out there and tell people about God.
So it's an album. Let's tell the people it's your latest album, your first gospel album, isn't it?
Yes, it's the first full gospel album, but not the first gospel song, because remember, I Am Blessed was a gospel record.
Is it gospel or inspirational songs?
I like the word inspirational, you know, because people seem to think that if you're doing a song and it's on a dancehall beat singing about God, it's not gospel. It's not gospel. If you sing a song about God on a reggae beat, people think that it's not gospel. So I like to call it inspirational songs.
So you don't want it to be labeled a gospel album?
Based on what some people, you know, mindset is when you say gospel.
Yes.
So to save yourself from a lot of these issues and a lot of these back and forth with people, you just call it inspirational music.
That is honest. That's honest answer. So it's 17 tracks.
It's 2 interlude and 15 tracks.
How is it doing?
It's well received, man. Well received. You know, people seem to think that, oh, I didn't know Mr. Vegas could sing this well or stuff like that. So people are a bit surprised. But with God, everything is possible. And it's something that I always wanted to do.
And as we said in our prelude, you're calling for self-respect.
Self-respect is actually a dancehall tune.
Is that tune?
It's a dancehall
From the
tune.
album?
No, it's not on the album.
Not from the album?
Well, when I was working on this album, I just wanted this album to be more soulful.
So dancehall can't be inspirational?
Of course.
Oh, I just wondered.
I'm just saying, when I was working on this album, it's like you're working on a reggae album.
Okay.
If you want to differentiate reggae from dancehall, you're working on a reggae album and you're going to use pure live music, rubber dub vibe.
Okay,
You know,
cool.
So I wouldn't put self-respect on this album, but I would put self-respect on the next album that.
Maybe a dancehall.
Maybe a gospel.
All right, so talk about the song, Self-Respect.
It's just basically because if you look at what's going on, especially within our music, it's like everybody's trying to just go viral and by any means.
Okay.
You understand? You have and this whole social media thing, Instagram and these things, you realize that ladies just put themselves out there to get attention.
Okay.
You understand? So we just tell the woman them and the man them as well. You know, you have to treat the woman with respect to get respect. And the woman, you have to respect yourself for us to respect you.
All right, let's take the song right now.
A good woman hard to find. Woman not fi behave like naughty swine. Man, you not fi cross the line. And now you woman where the Lord design. Oh yeah, yeah. Any man find a wife, find a good thing. Any woman no good enough fi get ring. Self-respect, girls are the best thing. That make the man find you interesting.
Well now. Okay then. what do you think?
Don't beat off my clothes like when I try to do DJ Nicholas, you know.
I'm wondering if I should close my ears and look at that video.
Right.
Would I even consider the artist to be a gospel artist, to be a Christian person?
And if I were to remove the beat from it and write those same lyrics out and read them to you, you say, yo, this is from the Bible. A good woman hard to find.
Yes.
Like that.
But the images, aren't you pushing the envelope a little bit there with those images?
If I was to come here and speak to you about this type of behavior without the beat in the background, it would have been fine. It would have been perfect for Christianity. And you have to understand that you want to reach the youth them. Or you're going to reach the youth them with Amazing Grace. I'm not saying that again.
Yes.
So if you want to reach the youth them to get them attention, to tell them anything about Christ or anything about God, you have to find.
But aren't you at the same time titillating their fancy, so to speak?
You have to find ways.
With images.
You have to find ways. If you want to be Christ-like,
yes,
you have to find a way to reach the people. Them. Christ fed them. Christ broke bread and multiplied fish and all kind of things and went to the wedding and poured wine and multiplied the wine. When the wine done, that means they were drinking already. Hold on, that means they were drinking already.
Yes.
Christ made more wine. So Christ was the master of all promotion. So if you want to get people attention, what did they do after Christ did all that? They started following him. Okay. You don't see Mr. Vegas walking around worship false God. Mr. Vegas is saying self-respect.
Okay. Speaking of DJ Nicholas.
Right.
Have you seen his latest video?
Yes.
What's your take on it? That video?
Well, when I watched DJ Nicholas' video and I watched the Alkaline video, the two of them having gun in them. The two videos, we see clear images of guns.
You think the society is coming down too hard on Alkaline?
If we're gonna burn out Alkaline video, like I don't approve of Alkaline video. We have to burn out DJ Nicholas video where highlights
isn't it getting burned out too? Nicholas's video?
Well, not to the extent where the police are, interviewing Alkaline and all manner of things.
How do you know that?
We don't see that in the open.
We haven't heard it.
All right. So what I'm saying basically is, if we're going to scrutinize Alkaline, we have to be fair. We can't say, because we're Christian and because I'm going in a DJ Nicholas video, we're going to give it a pass. You understand? Yes. If it's that, the problem with Alkaline video, my problem with Alkaline video is him not learning.
Okay, go ahead.
That is just my point with Alkaline. And with the next one name, Masicka. They're not learning. Them not realize, them setting up themselves for people to target them. And you have to also understand that, not because the guns them already there and the politicians them bring guns and give the youths them and you go to Caribbean and you say gun show and whatever, that means that we must promote it as well. Now you have to understand that this music, dancehall music and reggae music, is not a music where people just love. You understand, if you come from a certain sector of society, it's not a music that is well, embraced. Next thing, they're going to end up in prison. We all have seen what happened with Vybz Kartel. One of the best dancehall, biggest dancehall, one of the artists that was on top of his, was in his prime. You don't want the people them to start lock you up every minute and all of these things. It's going to affect you even traveling. The embassy soon stop your visa. You don't need that in your life. You know, we work so hard to get a break in this music business. There are youth in Jamaica right now who would glad to have the opportunity that Alkaline has. Alkaline is one of the biggest artists right now. Him no need to do them something there. Him no need that because in music I speak for itself.
Of course, and perhaps he needs your soul therapy.
I can't tell him to take my album and listen to my album.
But you should invite him. Take the opportunity to invite him.
Alkaline went to good school. You understand? And this
So
is
what
not
he's
him.
doing is deliberate, you're saying?
Of course it's deliberate. This is
Well
deliberate.
calculated?
Of course. Buy some land, build up some complex and let the youth them run. If them have any good within them, them want to work. You understand? Make them find, do them things there. Like I remember my father coming to me and say, yo, tell me about this construction thing. And I just said, listen to me, brother. I one of the greatest thing, man. Just go and do your thing and this and that and whatever. Look at Polly Boy, them, my cousin, them, look what them do. You understand? Them people that now run around going like, you know, them are used to anything. They might invest their money in land, apartment, buildings, construction. Those are the things. And
They're leading change, right? They want to migrate from their
Most definitely.
miserable circumstances.
Most definitely, because the youth them
to a
around.
better place, brethren.
The youth them
That
around.
has got to be the agenda, right?
The youth them that is coming around you, they're like sheep.
Yeah.
And you are the leader. So
Right.
as a leader leading the sheep, you know, you have to be careful how you lead them. I'm not saying I was the cleanest artist because me sing Hot Work and Broke You Down and all kind of song. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that me is the cleanest artist. But I'm saying at this point in our lives where the thing gets so bad, we have to find ways how to reach the youth them.
All right, talk about Sumfest coming up. Some of the names you're calling, the Alkalines, Mavado, a number of them. How do you see it?
I think it's a great thing that Joe is doing. I think Joe wants people to support local music. I think it's a great thing because the international artists, when they come down here, them two diva like. Joe is basically saying, you know what, support local music. And that is a great thing. And we know we just have to step up. Artists just have to step up whether you sing gospel, whether you sing reggae, whether you sing dancehall.
As usual, man, the outspoken Mr. Vegas, soul therapy. That's what he's selling these days.
No, I'm not selling a soul. I'm not selling a soul. Be careful.
He's dispensing. Let me put it up. Let me clean it up. He's dispensing.
I can't buy a soul and I can't sell
Soul
a soul.
therapy.
Yeah.
Oh, Biggie, as usual, Reggie. It's always so good to have you right here on our stage. Well, that's our show for this week. Winford Williams, on behalf of all of us, thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more On Stage.
The rust woman and not my type. Big up the females, them we polite. Self-respect, let them and treat you right. Blessing a show up and you like a starlight. You want your man a walk him, hold your hand tight. Your love life, no dep on no highlight. Your bedroom no have satellite.
Like I'm going now, stay phone here. Right now I'm hungry and I have no food over here. So we link up, alright? Alright.
Think of me come out here with for the food as she come out for the food belly lick. She, you like them there belly lick cook out there. And as she don't snap out the girl megabytes, don't out the girl megabytes by Instagram live she gone. But eats her, she mean doing
I suspect you like that video. For more, click and be on our stage always.